What is going on, everybody on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook? It is Lawrence Henderson back once again with Karen Huller, C3 Community. We got some exciting things to talk about.
Oh, and it's almost here. It's almost here.
It is almost here.
I'm so
It is.
excited.
What's that thing that's almost here, Karen?
The Consciousness Conference, ConCon.
Yeah, buddy. Talking about ConCon, good people.
Mm-hmm.
So those of you that have been following myself and Karen, or Karen and myself, for all you grammar folks out there, we've been talking about this conference for a little while now, and it's finally upon us. And so we have some exciting announcements as it pertains to some speakers who are going to be kicking things off, some panel members who have gave us the thumbs up in their excitement about the event, and also the opportunity for someone to be awarded the Conscious Leader Award for this first event ever. So we're excited about that. So Karen, what do you have to add to the excitement?
I just looked at the proof for the award. I can't wait till the winner unveils it and has this honor. I mean, it's, as we were saying yesterday on some of our Instagram lives, this is a great opportunity to just raise the visibility of conscious leaders and make them, the really cool example to follow for more people, because not everybody has that conscious leadership example in their lives. And just to show others that, doing good, especially in business, when you're prioritizing people and planet alongside profit, can be rewarded. That positive reinforcement. Let's show these people so much love and recognition, and hope that many, many more follow in their footsteps.
I tell you what, the idea that putting something together like this is super exciting, particularly for me as a coach who is constantly trying to evolve, trying to constantly be more aware about how I'm showing up to spaces, but getting in front of some of these speakers who are going to be dropping platinum nuggets about how to show up relationally, how to be influencers on project teams like Tawana or Jay Hurt coming in talking about relational consciousness and how we show up with each other in spaces. And then somebody who I know is super pumped about kicking things off is Dion Mack, who is the Chief Diversity Officer for IPEC Coaching. She is going to be coming through, not just talking about DEI, but something that you pointed to, Karen. How do we engage from a conscious perspective, people, the planet, and guess what? Profit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If we don't begin to add consciousness to all of these conversations that could potentially be hot buttons and drive emotions and anxiety, then what are we really doing as practitioners, as people who desire to have an impact in this world? And so I'm excited about Dion. And then you got Dr. Pamela Lard, the CEO of Academy of Creative Coaching, coming as a part of a panel. She, Dr. Pam, anytime I'm with Dr. Pam, I'm like, yo, how's your brain that big? But she is like, you know what? We could try this, and we could try this, and we could try this. And so you talk about, from a consciousness standpoint, somebody who is not bound by never seeing something done before.
Mm-hmm.
That's who Dr. Pam is. Mm-hmm. Dr. Pam is like, just open your mind to what the possibilities could be. And so, Karen, who are some other folks that you know that are going to be at this conference speaking?
I'm excited to see Christopher Waters as well. He's a social impact guy. He's a fellow at Penn. He's done so much for various institutions and organizations to help them not just put out there, some greenwashing or some words, like just really to make sure that companies are standing behind the commitments that they make to make a social impact, and teaching them how to measure that in ways that may not show up on a traditional P&L statement, because that is the thing about conscious leadership, is that you may not see it as a line item on your P&L report, but it feeds all of the components on your P&L report. So that is where we can tie conscious leadership to profit, to feed the people who feed your company, and feed the planet. Because without it, where are we? Exactly. We're going out to space with Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, right? I mean, we're watering the grass to make it the greenest where we are. That's what we're doing.
And I think there's something there about not only just planting, but there's watering, there's nurturing, and all of it's needed, right? And so again, not a single person that's tasked with it all. But I believe, Karen, just some of the insights that you've brought in, even from the C3 community, as we've had our monthly conversations, is just to say, hey, let's partner up. Let's build community in a very, very unique and meaningful way, so that nobody feels like they're alone and nobody feels like they have to do this thing on their own. And I think that was one of the main points of us connecting and beginning to collaborate was, hey, nah, I'm not intimidated by anybody who I believe is another practitioner. Matter of fact, let's combine our superpowers so that we can actually have a further reach, be more dynamic. Because again, the ripples of all of us when we combine together, right? Is they talk about the ripples of a pebble. Well, what happens when we, as a community of consciousness, throw ourselves into the water as a boulder? What kind of ripples are we going to cause as a conscious boulder? I think I just made up something there. Y'all heard it here first. Consciousness boulder. Let's become a consciousness boulder, right? But to me, that's the excitement that I have about this conference. And so there are several things, some action items that we have for you all. One, I put a volunteer link in there. If you're also, we reopened our nomination form. So if you know of someone who you want to nominate for this Conscious Leadership Award, hey, I'm putting the link is in this live stream. And then also for any updates and all the rest of that stuff to be a part of our community, right? Our C3 community, this is where we post things constantly about ConCon, about monthly sessions moving forward, and all the rest of those things. So make sure you avail yourself to there. And then, of course, register for ConCon 2020. And we made it so easy. It's ConCon.pro.
Yeah.
That's as simple as it gets. Go to register at ConCon.pro. Right? That's how you can get going. And so, Karen, what's some other action items you have for people?
Whether you can make it or not, join the community. Everybody has their secret sauce. As Lawrence was saying yesterday, there's not one particular formula that we can all follow. It would be great if we had like one playbook, but we're all, the idea is let's all contribute to that playbook and let's give each other as many ideas as possible that we can implement. See what fits on you. Try it out, experiment. I mean, all of these practices are only going to benefit your teams, your organizations, the world. So if you can't make it live, and it is virtual, by the way, just make sure that you understand that the recording of this event is going to be available for 8 weeks afterwards. So whether you can make it, which is November 5th and 6th, it's a Friday and a Saturday. It's from 9 to 4:30. We have some great sessions, some great keynote speakers planned, and we also have some exercises and some frameworks we're going to share with you so that you can leave the conference and be in action. We want you to co-create. We're going to make it easier for you to find the people to co-create with. Lawrence and I just got lucky, really. It was about taking action, but it really was like, bam, yes, we're going to co-create together. And here we are more than a year later, co-creating this conference. I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah. And again, y'all, look, we are just 2 short weeks away from this thing kicking off. So avail yourselves to nominating somebody, right? And I'm gonna keep pushing, right? We all know amazing people that we believe deserve to be recognized. Why not your person? And put them in for the award. And I saw the draft of the award as well. And I'm like, I want one, so I might put myself in for this award myself, just so I can like, ooh, I got one. But I really believe you will not regret being in this body of practitioners. And I keep saying that word out loud
Mhm.
because it's not just about pontificating or just researching these concepts. It's about putting these things into practice. And guess what? Nobody's arrived. We're still all trying
Yep.
to figure this thing out in a very conscious way. So, y'all, lean in, register today before we cut you off. And like Karen said, I mean, I don't know a lot of conferences that kids still give you access to recordings and different things several weeks after. So
Mhm.
please avail yourself. Again, this is a virtual event this time because I know we got some future plans to link up to do this conference live. So, Karen, any last comments for the people out there?
Be there. Join us. Join the wave. Join the
There it
boulder.
is. Join the consciousness boulder.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So until next time, you got your homework. Take action. We will see you all soon.